Hey guys, my name is Cartoonz, and today I'm bringing you some Frost talents and glyphs from Mr. Pandaria. And surprisingly, when I did my Fire talents and glyphs from Op, you guys were really excited about seeing Frost, and some of you were saying Arcane, but I'm interested to see if you guys actually do want Arcane, so if you could leave some feedback on that, I'd appreciate it. But anyways guys, let's go ahead and get started. Regarding the talents themselves, they're a little bit different from Fire, but a lot of them are a little bit similar just because they're the strongest abilities, obviously. But for the level 15 one, I didn't take Scorch, obviously. I took Presence of Mind, and the reason I took Presence of Mind is because I feel like the instant polymorph or the instant Ring of Frost, as I can kind of show an example here. Like, since Ring of Frost is a 1.5 second cast now, it takes 1.5 seconds to cast this. But if I were to have, I could just Presence of Mind and then place a Ring of Frost down and be instant. So that's just a little bit of an example of why I took Presence of Mind, and I feel like the 1.5 minute cooldown is okay. It's just a decent amount to be able to get an instant CC off when you need it, basically. So that's the reason I took Presence of Mind instead of Ice Flows too. I feel Ice Flows is a 1 minute cooldown, and I feel like it doesn't last long enough. It's only like a 10-second duration when you use it. I don't like that. I feel like it should just be an unlimited duration because, I mean, if you don't start casting right away, you're not going to get your cast in. So that's the reason I didn't take Ice Flows. But for the level 30 talents, the reason I chose Ice Barrier over like Temporal Shield or Blazing Speed is just because, again, the Absorb from Ice Barrier is really strong right now. And it has 90k absorbs just with my Arcane Intellect. So that's a pretty good reason why you should take Ice Barrier. I think it's a very good spell. As opposed to like Blazing Speed, I just don't feel like that would be that much of a benefit. I just don't really see it. And Temporal Shield, I feel like it doesn't compare to Ice Barrier, even though it is a pretty cool ability. But for level 45, I chose Ring of Frost, again, because it's the strongest ability out of the three. Some people like Frostjaw. I'm not sure why, because Ring of Frost is, it's a ring of it, and it's like a ring of Frostjaws instead of just one Frostjaw, if that makes sense. So I chose that, and Ice Barrier it's just like, it's not that strong of appeal considering it's not a actual freeze, it's just like a Frost Nova. It's just like a root. So that's the reason I chose Ring of Frost. I think it's really strong, especially when you can combine it with Presence of Mind. But for level 60, the reason I chose Cold Snap, again, is because the health restore makes it impeccable. It's absolutely great. And I like having two ice blocks at the same time. I think it's a good way to be able to be defensive when you need it. And as opposed to like Cauterize, I don't like burning away 40% of your health as opposed to gaining 30% of your health isn't what I want. So that's the reason I chose Cold Snap. And I feel like Greater Invisibility isn't actually viable at all. Alright, and for probably the most important of the explanations out of this video is the difference between these three bombs and why I chose Nether Tempest over Frost Bomb or Living Bomb for Frost. I've seen a lot of Frost mages take Frost Bomb just because it says the word Frost, but it's actually not very good. The reason because it's not very good is that it's a 1.5 second cast with about a 10-second cooldown. So you don't have the time to cast 1.5 seconds in Arena. It just, you used to, but now that the game is so fast-paced and everyone has an interrupt, you don't have the time to be able to cast 1.5 seconds every 10 seconds. Like, it's just not like that. You just can't do that. Especially for just a global like that. It's just not comparable. But when it comes to Living Bomb, yeah, in the last video I said that it does have burst, but for Frost it's a little bit different. I'll tell you why Nether Tempest is better. Nether Tempest is better because it hits two targets at the same time. And that is very small to a lot of people, but if you think about it, when it hits two targets at the same time, it has double the amount of chance to proc things. So it has double the amount of chance to proc your Brain Freeze procs, which is absolutely viable. And for the level 90, again, I choose Enchantress Ward because I like the 30% spell damage. It's the most spell damage you get out of all the level 90 talents. And it's an extra absorb for 8 seconds, so that's another benefit. As well as the passive increases spell damage by 6% and mana regeneration by 65%. So that's really cool, and that is the reason why I chose level 90 for Enchantress. But last but not least, let's not forget the Glyphs. And the Glyphs are actually the same as Fire. I take Glyph of Deep Freeze because I don't like the global cooldown on Deep Freeze. For when you Frost Nova something, it can break immediately. And then obviously I'll take Glyph of Evocation because I like the health, and it's 60% instead of 45 or whatever it is in Cataclysm. It is more health than Cataclysm, so that's the reason why I take that. And of course, Glyph of Polymorph, because when you want to, when you want to sheep something, you want it to stay sheeped. Obviously, you don't want the dots on it, so that's why you should take Glyph of Polymorph. And the minor glyphs don't even matter anymore. They're just cosmetic effects, so feel free to choose whatever you would like. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It does just about sum it up because I've gone over all the glyphs and talents that you guys need. And be sure to leave a comment telling me if you guys want me to do an arcane tree, like an arcane talent and glyph overview. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I put out a lot of these types of videos and a lot of good tutorials for you all to be able to learn and become better PvPers. So I hope you guys did enjoy this, and I will see you guys next time. Cartoonz out.